Hey guys, it's Mount Piper here. Getting done a 10-hour shift at about 3:15. So that means I was in at 5 this morning. I am extremely tired. A little bit of sad news is I ran out of Cumberland. So, the good news is I get to change it up a little bit for my car ride home. I'm smoking some GLP's Chelsea Morning in my Dagner mod, and I took the black stem off of it and made a Cumberland stem for it. I think that actually looks pretty nice with the bamboo. So, right now, I am off to get some coffee. Much needed, cheap coffee. So the purpose of this video is a VR. And you guys all know how I feel about VRs, but this is actually a fun VR. I like it when there's other content to the YTPC than just pipes and tobacco and stuff like that. So, trying to get this stuff lit is always like difficult. This is the VR to Law and Smoke. And his question is a mighty big nerdy geek question, which I would consider myself. And it is, what Lord of the Rings character would you be? And if you haven't checked this video out, go check him out. He said Strider. Aragorn. It's Aragorn. It's his ranger name that he went by. It's Aragorn. Pretty much. And he listed his reasons, and what cooler, pretty badass guy you can be to be a ranger and stuff like that. And while I agree, for multiple reasons, I would say if I could be anybody, I would be like Gandalf. And I'm gonna go ahead and list my reasons now. So this is where the geeky, nerdy portion of me comes out, because not only do I like things, I love the lore of things. I love the backstories of things. So much so that the backstories and the lore behind things fascinate me more than just the movies or the books. So, one of the reasons why I say Gandalf is because Gandalf is probably a characterization of like the most humble and noble character in Lord of the Rings. Now, if you don't know the lore of Lord of the Rings, I'm going to break it down for you. There's one creator being. There's one God above everything. He creates a bunch of angelic beings who, under his whim, sing a song of creation and forms things. Those few of them, I think about 15 total, 14 good, 1 bad, go ahead and go down to Arda, which is the Earth. It's called Middle Earth just because it's the middle continent within the whole thing. So, they go down to Arda, and with these angelic beings, who are, once they get down to Earth, they become the Valar, or the Maiar. The Maiar are lower angelic beings. Examples of Maiar are Balrogs and Saruman and, yes, the wizards. The wizards are actually not human at all. They cannot die in the sense that humans can die. Their spirits continue to wander on. And they willfully, on their own accord, have to take on fleshly form. They're spirits. And the Valar, who want to help mankind and elves and dwarves, wish for a select few of the Maiar to go over and help them. And that's where you get the 5 wizards. And Gandalf is one of the 5 wizards. Now, Gandalf, I think, is a great option because he didn't want to come over. He did not want to go over and help them. Not because he just didn't want to leave Valinor, but because he felt unworthy. He felt like he couldn't do anything, that he was not great enough to do anything. Sorry about that. Let's go through a drive-thru, getting a coffee. So anyway, he didn't even want to go. But he was requested by, I guess you would call, the High King. The way Tolkien set up his universe is almost kind of like a mixture between Christianity and Greek or Roman mythology. You had the one God who created everything, even the angels, and then the angels came down to earth and helped form everything under the control of this one being. And they were seen as godlike to the elves and humans. And they all had specific things they were like the gods of. So the High King was like the king of the sky and the air, and the eagles were his, like, I guess, chief creatures that he, like, controlled. So you could say that he almost had like a Zeus-esque type feel. And there were other gods. There was god of the ocean, who would be like Poseidon, or god of like death, which would be like Hades. You know, it's almost kind of set up like Greek mythology, and also, but there's only 14 of them. So, and humans and elves were created directly after everything takes place of the earth forming by, you know, the one creator God. So he created everything. The other angels went ahead and helped form the earth, and then once everything was formed and perfect, he created elves and then humans. So, now that dorky rant is out of the way, he was actually asked by the king and the queen of the Valar to go. Even though he didn't want to or feel like he wanted to, they pleaded to him, and they did. It almost like every step of the way, he's offered the opportunity to do something great, and he's so humbled that he doesn't want to, but he's not only just humble, but he's seen as the most wise. When the 5 wizards got over to Middle-earth, one of the elves who saw Sauron, who was the highest of their order, and greeted him. And then he saw Gandalf, and he offered Gandalf one of the elvish rings of power, which made Sauron very jealous of him. So it's just one of those things where he was seen as somebody who had great knowledge, seen as somebody who had great power, but was also somebody who was not tempted by things, knew that if he were to be put in situations, he would be tempted, or he always humbled himself to the point where he's always taking a back seat to things. Not only that, but out of the tasks given, the 5, he was the only one who actually stayed his course and completed his task. Radagast the Brown just randomly decided to live in the woods with all the little animals. Sauron turned evil, and even Tolkien forgot the names of the 2 other wizards and never wrote about them. They just went east, so I know, like, the main hero of the whole thing is, like, supposed to be Samwise Gamgee, but, yeah, if I had to pick somebody, I would have to say somebody like Gandalf, just because of all of everything he's seen, everything he's been through, the things he can do, and just his personality and how humble he is and stuff like that. I feel like that's a very good choice. Does that represent the person I am? Absolutely not. People call me a fool all the time, and I'll admit I am a fool. But this was a very cool little question. While I've gone ahead and I actually have, like, the Silmarillion, I've seen the movies. I gotta confess, I've never actually read the books except for the Silmarillion. I have gone into depth with looking at the lore and stuff like that before, and this question was fun because it got me back into that. I have to admit, I spent all day watching videos on YouTube about this, not because I forgot stuff, but because there's a lot of weird names like Einar, Valar, Minar, Istari, it's just like a lot of random weird words that Tolkien gave his creation, and I just wanted to make sure I got it all right. So, that being said, this Chelsea morning really hits the spot. Anyway, there's my VR to Law and Smoke. I hope you enjoyed that nerdy rant. I really let my nerd go there. And if you can believe it, I even held back the nerd. So, anyway. I'm gonna puff away at this before I have to go pick up my girls. And I'll catch you guys later.